Hello and a very warm welcome. Your Japanese race reaction as Max wins from Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz finishes third. Wow. It was quite a decent race. We saw lots of overtaking, big ball manoeuvres by drivers, and it was a positive race rather than the negative that we have been seeing lately. We jump into the race start and there was a big accident and a red flag straight away as we had contact between Daniel Ricciardo and Alex Albon. A racing incident. Ricciardo had someone to his left. He's come over to take the racing line. Albon was there. It's a racing incident. Guan Yu Zhou retires with gearbox issues. Once again, Sauber poor pit stops. A professional F1 outfit. Pit stops should be good. And Sauber, they're costing their driver points, and points. With poor pit stops in modern day F1. Mercedes went on the wrong strategy. They gambled on the hard tyre. It really didn't work. They were getting embarrassed left, right and centre. Every corner. It was really not a good look for Mercedes. Big moves by the drivers, that's good to see. Logan Sargent actually having a good race, and then he makes a criminal error once again, under no pressure at the Degner. And Ferrari actually get their strategy bang on for both drivers. Wow. Star of the race, I will give it Charles Leclerc. Race rating, I'll give it 6 out of 10. It was better than what we've seen previous. And fastest lap, Max. We've got 3 retirees, Albon and Ricciardo, obviously lap 1 contact, and Guan Yu Zhou with gearbox problems. Japan race reaction, Max wins, Sainz is on absolute fire, and Tsunoda gets points at home. Let's run down the order. P1 Max, pole, race win, fastest lap, barely saw him on the TV. Dominance once again by the Dutchman. P2 Sergio Perez, very solid start to the season. Red Bull wanted his qualifying better, it's become better, and he's delivering on race day. P3 Carlos Sainz, driver of the season so far. Outstanding Carlos Sainz, podium every round he's competed in. Missed the Saudi race, he's had a win, he's had podium. Superb Carlos Sainz. Honestly, absolutely mega this season. He's been driver of the season. P4 Charles Leclerc. He's been quite off it this weekend. A dreadful qualifying by Charles, but Ferrari have got the strategy bang on, and that's put Leclerc to P4. P5 Lando Norris. Deserve more, deserve better. He's running in the podium. McLaren are pitting behind Charles Leclerc. Strange, really strange by McLaren. P6 Fernando Alonso once again delivers points, solid. Shithousery by him though. Payback on George Russell for that Australian crash. He's giving Piastri DRS. Shithousery once again by Fernando. But yeah, it didn't pay off this time because Piastri made an error. 7th George Russell. Went for a bold overtake on Piastri. It's under investigation. I don't think anything will come of it. Yeah, Mercedes looked off it though. 8th Oscar Piastri. Not a great weekend for him. A costly mistake to let George past. 9th Lewis Hamilton. Wow. Outqualified George, but Mercedes had a dreadful race. They've gone for the hard tyre. They're getting past literally every corner at Suzuka. It was embarrassing for Mercedes, and once again a poor race by Lewis Hamilton, but as a team it was a poor race. 10th 1-1, great weekend again, great qualifying, great race, points at home. Really he shouldn't be in the points because Stroll, the top 5 teams are out of sight, but Tsunoda's delivering. He's beat his teammate all weekend again. Superb. 11th, Nico Hülkenberg. He got a great start on the first start and then a dreadful start on the second. He finishes 11th And once again, a pretty decent weekend. He's great in qualifying, great in the race. 12th Lance Stroll, a horrible weekend. Qualifying poor, race poor. How is he not in the points in that Aston? Wow. 13th, Kevin Magnussen, with some arguably dodgy driving again. Valtteri Bottas is behind him. He's weaving like down the straight. Stewards, did they even look at it? I'm not too sure. 14th, Valtteri Bottas, stuck behind Magnussen for long periods. Bottas has been decent this weekend, but if you look at his qualifying and his race, you wouldn't think so. Doesn't really tell the story. 15th, Esteban Ocon, complained of contact with Gasly. 16th, Gasly with an awful weekend. 17th, Logan Sargent, big mistake in the race. He's actually having a good race, and then it's just lapse of concentration again by Logan. So, there we have it. Japanese race reaction done. Join me for driver ratings tomorrow. And then a couple of weeks we'll be going back to China for the first time in years. Guan Yu Zhou finally gets his home race.